Hello, everybody, and welcome to Ignition Point, a sometimes periodically weekly stream that features all of these lovely people. But of course, we have had life commitments, we have had broken computers, we have, had all sorts of things going on. So, welcome, everybody. Join us. The water's fine, I think. Unless, Clint, Valcor, my darling, you have decidedly peed in the pool and taken out every member of the party.
I didn't take them all out. I had a good
Did
time.
you not?
Half the party, yeah.
Half the party?
Over the rest of the period. There should be a summary of this.
You're so rude. So rude. So, with that,
I'm glad that we're
note,
here. It's like with the period, you're glad that it's come,
Remind me again why I do this.
Sorry.
Remind me
Now
why I do this
got
for
our
you guys.
shenanigans out of the way now. And we're
Have you? Are you sure?
Hell, no. I'm just warming up.
A month of waiting,
A month of waiting, yeah, that it has been that. So,
That's
how
it.
about for all
You've
of our...
been blue dicing poor Clint.
Clint, definitely.
No,
yeah.
it wasn't just me. I've had some work commitments on, so
We've all
for anyone...
things on. Yeah.
We've had things on.
Except for Clint.
Scotty Too Hottie has been getting reliable internet.
I will get
Steve has
reliable
had a
internet.
job. Evil One has had
Don't blame me. I've been ready each week,
rehab.
all right?
True.
Don't blame me.
I'm just saying,
waiting for the go-ahead.
Oh, sorry, Steve. Would you like me to go back to Steve? Doesn't have a life like the rest of us, so
I love this game.
Wow.
I was being nice to you.
I keep my Mondays clear because I made a commitment. That's all I'm saying.
Good, and that is why I like you more than Uzumeka.
Oh,
so
He knows. He knows.
Hold out. Hold out.
He knows, and he reminds me about it.
Yep. So with all of that, if you would, I know normally we do the spoofing plug of the Steve Mann merch and the Valcor merch, which has
Doesn't
been
exist.
in production apparently. However, if you would like to just hear a little, I'm going to actually. Hi, Kev. I'm actually going to spruik myself for once. If you are interested and have Spotify Premium, you can actually have access to listening to a free full-cast audio podcast called Perceptions Pandemic by David Parker Ross. I actually feature in it as my roles as Stacey and Hannah Grant. It goes for about an hour, and it's a really cool little thing that we do. And I say we because as of next year, within the Perception series, both myself and Evil One, as obviously my real real name, Tegan Burke, and Alastair King, we will be performing in Perceptions Above and Beyond, which is a telling of the story as a whole. It's designed to be, I believe, forgive me if I'm wrong on this, but about a 30-part series at this stage. So yeah, if you would like to hear that and some other really fabulous voice actors, keep your eye out for that next year. But if you'd like a taster to see if, sci-fi space opera is your kind of thing, listen to Perceptions Pandemic over on Spotify. So there you go, spruiking myself. Woo!
That doesn't happen all that often, does it?
No, it doesn't happen all that often because, it doesn't happen all that often. So
We need a new merch store. That's what this is telling us.
Look, I don't have a merch store because,
how can you compete with Valcor?
Well, maybe we should make Valcor merch producer for the games. Everyone wants Richard Feynman merch. They'd wear Richard Feynman, he's a fine man shirt.
They would actually. They would wear a shirt that says I'm a fine man.
Exactly, and it would enrage Andrew to no end. So,
Hell yeah.
with that, if anyone would
Oh,
like to,
can it be like a tweed jacket?
I don't know, can it be a tweed jacket?
A reverse
Yeah.
tweed jacket.
Reverse tweed with "I'm a fine man" on it.
Mm.
I'm a fine man. Oh, jeez. Either way, would anyone like to recap our wonderful audience, aka Kev? What happened last time?
Most of us died. The end.
You can't be included in us.
It's your fault that this happened.
Yes. I was left unsupervised.
Yes, exactly.
So it's your fault.
It's not my fault. I wasn't.
They were your ducks.
I'm just glad for once it wasn't my fault. It's a
I
double
still-
in itself.
It's
What-
true. It's true.
Yep.
It's not my fault. It's someone that has a vendetta against animals.
Yeah,
That's what
maybe
I
we
was
should
for it.
maybe we should explore that, Valcor. What do you have against the ducks?
I was hungry. I didn't know they belonged to anyone.
You didn't
Oh.
but know they belong to anyone.
That's
Apart
fair.
from they have been following you around for no less than 2 weeks.
Not
No.
me.
On the
Not
ship.
Sabata.
Not
Oh no,
Sabata.
Sabata.
Yeah,
Good
never.
point.
Yeah, not Sabata. He
Very,
had no idea.
very good point.
He had no idea that I belonged to anyone. They were just walking in a line, and I was hungry, so I had to shoot at them.
You had to
And they
shoot at
went-
them.
And then they would.
They went up. Boop.
Yes.
A boop.
And my fur has been very badly singed. I am not very happy at all.
Sorry, I'm trying to get my Twitch working, and it won't.
Wait, I thought
Please
it was running.
It is
It's
running,
fun.
but I'd like to sign in to see my own problems on Twitch, but apparently I'm not allowed to. So I guess we're stuffed then. I will have to set this up later, apparently. Either way, that's
What would
for a
episode
later
be
podcast.
without technical difficulties?
It's been a while
Exactly.
as well, so
Mm.
getting back in.
Yeah, well, it's been a while. Yeah, just because you haven't.
Been a while.
We haven't been running my
Been a
Power Ranger
while.
game.
True.
Okay.
It feels like it has compiled. Either way, so ducks happened. Everyone died. The end. So with that, jumping in, we will pick up right where we left off with Hito laying in a charred, singed patch, an etching of a small gnome man behind him in the dirt, as the last of his kitsune cloak disappeared, as you do indeed sit up, Hito, to see Budge over the form of Doc, hands down, trying to just bring his friend back to life, repeatedly seeing the blue flare of his armor as he's just sobbing, Budge heal! Budge heal! And nothing is happening.
Okay. I'll go. Get up. In true Hito fashion.
Yes.
Next time I need more. And I'll walk over. It's probably still slightly smoking. Just pat Budge on the back. Buddy. They're a bit deep fried. I don't think they're coming back.
Budge has got this. Budge has got this.
As you look down, Hito, you see that Doc and you, the tree, are looking very singed and blackened.
I mean, I just have to say this out there because, I mean, his name, I mean, just the whole thing was,
I just gotta add to it. I can't help it now that he's not here. He's rooted.
I'm gonna spit out my goddamn soup. Fuck you.
He was barked up a wrong tree.
Oh no, we've descended.
I'm sorry, buddy, but yeah, they're gone.
Oh, I can't just leave him here.
Well, I've seen this happen when large felines come across long black things in the sand. We just throw dirt over them. It's all good. It's a burial.
Budge is not a cat.
Budge, if you would like to, you can roll a medicine check, please.
Alrighty. Yeah, that's good.
Good.
That'll fix him.
It'll do something.
We're all healed, I
Uh,
reckon.
I mean, you're looking over Doc and you. It's hard, a bit hard to tell with Doc because he was already quite pallid and sickly looking, so you're not sure if this is just kind of the same kind of vibe that he's been rocking this whole time in the last 6 months you've known him. But you do notice that you does seem to have um, a very slight flush to his skin still. He is quite pale. You can see that he's not non-responsive. But the fact that Squeaky is standing there with his little paws on Yu's shoulder, looking concerned, is something about that triggers in your mind about Jerry and yourself and connections and the like. I'm not giving you any more for an 8.
I mean, he's like you, just pouring at the dead, saying goodbye to his friends. A lot of them are left or died.
Yeah, it seems to be going around a lot lately.
Trying to catch him.
Well, I am curious though. What caused this?
No, Budge was just walking. And then boom.
I mean, I saw something and I was heading over to check it out, and then glorious flash.
Oh, glorious, painful flash.
Oh, did the Yucca survive? Or are you carrying around a whole heap of dead little things inside you?
Oh my god. Budge would just like lift over it up. Boys.
Unfortunately, actually, fortunately, I was thinking about this. Give me a second to actually think about this. No, because they are under your armor, they do actually have a higher AC, thankfully.
Was
Because
it
they
an
are
8C
inside
thing
you.
or a check? It was a check for everyone else.
Your
Would
heat
you
shielding.
would you like to roll? How many uckers do you have left inside your armature?
19 conscious, 1 unconscious.
Would you like to make 19 dexterity saves to see if they got out of the way? Or would you like to take the fact that they were covered by your armor?
Second.
You're asking Kevin for help.
No,
Calling a friend, phone a
let's-
friend.
So,
Let's scar Steve. That way we can put more on Clint for doing this.
Out.
what's the number I have to beat?
I believe it was
Oh, it was my spell save.
15 or above.
What was it?
It was a 15 or above.
Oh.
I can't be bothered. It's too many rolls.
All right. So protected under your armor.
Thank God.
A few of them have been rattled. You can see that they do have a few flickering lights. A few optical shutters are not working properly. They have taken some damage. There is a smell of almost burning wires and plastic a little bit. As while you did block a majority of the flames and direct explosion, it did get quite hot inside your armor. So a few are not great. I will say that pretty much the entire 19 of them are pretty much at half health.
It's a dirty flashback.
That's better than what I was picturing. Half the uckers coming out with half melted clawing as wires hang off them and they drip oil.
So, all right, boys, jump out, commence Operation Barrel, and they all just start rolling around on the ground.
Stop, drop, and roll!
Yeah.
Style. Okay, so they are indeed rolling around and trying to. Well, they're not on fire, but they do smell a bit melty. But they don't seem to have any deformity. But yeah, a few little sensors and whatnot aren't working the way that they should. So yes. Meanwhile, up on the cliffside, Sabata, Arashi.
Holy
I-
crap!
See
I mean,
that this is
that's
not
a-
great.
that-
Oh yeah, and Sabata's missing all of the hair on his face.
that is very much a look, Sabata.
This
looks like-
stupid ducks exploded.
Is that what it was?
It's-
Arashi pulls down his face mask and he's just got the sunburn mark where his eyes were.
I will also say, Sabata, you essentially have a reverse lion cut. Everything is naked, apart from the shoulders down.
I fucking love it.
You're missing your whiskers, which it feels really weird because your whiskers, which were significantly wide, at least as wide as your shoulders, they're missing. So your whole you're kind of swaying a little bit because you're not really, you don't have the same kind of.
How can they walk through doors now?
You
I
can
mean-
indeed hear the rising panic from the robot friend that Dee had made.
We could always
some weeks
draw
ago.
them back on.
That's all right. What?
Here,
What the?
I'm gonna draw my sword and just angle it so I can have the reflection of his face.
Daughter! No! My beautiful fire, it is gone.
It does grow
I am-
back, doesn't it?
I am hideous.
Look at me.
I mean,
Don't look at me.
It's-
Don't look at me. I reach back to grab my hat to put it over my head, except it's only basically just a brim.
It only, yeah. Not only that, it slips down because without the width of your very fluffy fur to keep it in place,
I now have a collar.
essentially.
pops up so it's a cone.
Cone of shame. You know what? I will allow that. Take the cone of shame. Quickly.
Yeah, but I don't want to lick myself now. I think we'd better
Budge,
go see how those people they are down there. Yes.
Budge Hito, roll a perception check.
Oh well, because I'm very fixated on the ones on the ground. Can I do it at disadvantage?
You may.
Because I'm not really paying attention to what's going on elsewhere. Where's my disadvantage button? There it is. Oh wow!
Even with disadvantage, you are very distracted, Hito, because with your little tingly arcana sense that you seem to have that goes on, you can sense magical items within Doc's satchel.
Oh, that's right.
Bye, book.
Maybe you should stop healing Doc for a sec. Try you.
Okay.
I'll do a once over medical on Doc.
Okay. Okay. Good idea.
I'm going to start trying to go through Doc's stuff. Whatever
Doc,
survived.
Doc, did you have a bag of holding, or is it just a standard satchel?
Well, the satchel would be disintegrated. It's just you'd find the magic items under the ashes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You brush aside the ashes and brush aside the ashen fabric.
I don't know what's
to-
on there. I tore up my character sheet. Sorry.
It's okay.
Damn.
Sitting there
Idiot.
is a book and a lantern, a dark metallic lantern.
Oh, I've seen the lantern before. I'm like, yeah.
You have.
Well, the book would be in a lockbox that is locked by a
So there's a
magical
lot.
lock.
There's a magic. Yeah, there's which of course the catches on the box are twisted a little bit, but it is
Yeah.
held shut by a magical lock.
I've also got a parafat of health. You know, one of those things, some fucking amulet.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
I remember that.
I mean, you gave it to me.
Good
Yeah.
fat lot of
I've
luck.
got-
Help that was.
A tankard. I didn't. I just wrote the descriptions. A tankard of not getting drunk. You can drink as much as you want without getting drunk. I'm assuming my healing potions would have been smashed because the glasses are not.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I got my tome. I don't know if Arashi's secret copper coin was of any magical nature, but he gave me a special.
No, it was just marked.
No, it wasn't. It was just it was a special marking, so it
Oh,
has
yeah.
melted.
Some of the stuff it probably smells like chili jam because I had a jar of chili jam in there still. You know, remember our chili jam?
Oh yeah, the chili jam.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
Chili jam
I
is
just put it.
who
generation.
had the cherry bomb?
Cherry
Not me.
cherry bomb.
Oh, I
no.
think it was Ty. It's fine. He would have taken
Yeah.
it.
I had a boomerang shield that comes back. You gave that to me as well.
Yeah.
And I had a breathe underwater thing, like a. You can breathe underwater with it, and one sending stone.
Oh, yep. Pick up the sending stone.
Yep.
All right.
That's,
So I'll
thank
pick up.
you.
I
I'll
don't
pick
know.
up.
Yeah. I had a
I'll
bunch
pick
of
up.
junk, basically.
Yeah.
bunch of magical junk.
I see the lantern and I sort of just kick dirt over the lantern, starting to bury that problem.
The lantern is there are engravings on it, and you do notice at the moment that they are actually glowing purple.
Ah, shit.
The magical creature, the magical purple glowing light inside it that you have seen before when you ferried the ducks through it before. That light is missing, but the lantern itself is glowing and pulsating. You can sense very strong transmutation magic coming from it, and abjuration magic.
Badge.
Hello.
I've got them. I'll pick up the lantern.
Oh God, what?
Damn.
Who's that?
You and Doc.
No, Doc's fair, and I'm here.
Oh no, they're empty. They're toast. Trust me. That's no coming back from that. But we got them in here. So if we find some nice people, and we like
Evict them.
nicely tie them down and do a nice ritual, we could probably put them in their bodies.
I'm just really confused. Who? Where?
Wrong
He's about to be-
questions. It should be
Sorry.
why and when.
Hito's about
How?
to become a bad landlord.
What?
I was just saying, there's a chance that we can get them back. They might look a little different.
Well, yeah, they look pretty different. I mean, Budge isn't one to normally bring color into it, but they're black. Things have changed.
Well, I would just say we can find other people. And
We can't just replace our friends.
well, no. We find vessels for them to use.
Like a
Yes.
ship.
Yeah. Yeah. But the thing is, it's like buying a ship. We can find the ones we like. You know?
Budge has no idea what you're talking about, but Budge trusts you.
Awesome. Nothing can go wrong with this plan. Although I did see one time it had happened, the person that they took over, their head spun around 360 and vomiting and other weird stuff. But that was meh.
Oh,
Okay. As you are standing there, Hito, you become very aware of approaching footsteps and voices that are descending from the cliffside and approaching you.
Oh. The ones that caused this problem, they're getting close, Budge.
Sabata's hat's actually still there because it's actually magical.
Oh, good, good. You can still wear it as a cone of shame.
The DM punishes you.
I just pull it down. Mate. Cover
Yeah.
my-
Exactly, because there's no
Except I
fur
have
to keep it up.
I have to keep pulling it up, otherwise I run out of air.
Sure. Arashi and Sabata, you approach Budge and Hito.
Oh, look, Sabata, you missed two.
Did you see that? Those ducks exploded. I do not know what has happened here.
oh, it was for dogs.
No,
We were
they
watching.
aren't.
We were about to wave at you to say hi. Here we are, and all of a sudden the duck went boom.
My ducks were well trained and do not explode unless given the command.
Did you give the command?
No,
Budge didn't give a command.
Then how did it blow up?
I mean there was this crack before the explosion.
Did your duck break its leg or something?
No,
It's a quack. Before the
it
explosion.
was definitely more metallic or explosion-y.
I do not remember anything like that happening for the boom.
Roll me a deception. If you would like to,
For
Budge and
once.
Hito, roll an insight.
Budge
Once.
would believe
For
it.
once, pass.
I have. Do I have anything for that? I know I got stuff with magic.
Yes, that is
I'd
true.
like
to
you.
form.
You know what, Budge? I'd like you to roll an insight.
Okay.
You only got to beat a 10.
It's all spell stuff, so no, I don't get any bonuses.
Dust.
Budge looked at this furless cat face and went, press X to down.
Wait a second. Are you lying to Budge?
Why
No
would
one's-
I lie to Budge?
No one's ever done that before.
Then how do you know I'm lying now?
That's a feeling.
Probably because that crack sound before the explosion was the sound of a firearm.
Fire, no, not again.
If it was a firearm, I would have known it. I built them, yes.
As Sabata's saying this, you can see every little expression on his furless face.
His
There
tail's
is no
treating me
fur
like
to cover it.
crazy.
Yeah.
I will state while the tail's going,
not very subtle, and with a little bit of force behind it, so Sabata will feel it. Arashi will grab the tail and stop it from moving.
Sabata's butt continues to wiggle, vibrating. Hello, Russ.
He's twerking.
Hello,
now.
all things fantasy. Release the burbs. Oh, thank you for the raid of 2 people. Thank you. It's great having you here. Release the burbs. They did release the burbs. And the ducks exploded and killed the entirety of the party. So
Take the bird
we
back.
are the
Half
burbs are
the
back.
party.
So
Is
yes,
that a hyperbole?
you can tell. A hyperbole, sure. So you can tell that though Budge and Hito, Sabata might not be being completely truthful with you.
I'll look up at Budge, and I'll wave the lantern like, yeah.
Budge still isn't entirely sure what that means, but he's happy to go buy another ship once he has buried his friends.
Oh, okay. Well, then.
So your friend's okay?
Yeah, sure.
I'll just kick
They're
Doc's leg.
fucking dead.
Oh,
Even Budge can see it.
You wanted the best part? Come over here. Smell this.
I'm just taking the aroma of cooked Doc with the chili.
I cannot smell any. All I can smell is burnt hair.
Yeah, there is a very strong waft of burnt hair just all around.
Budge has never been more happy to not have a nose.
So, Budge, from before when you were working on you while Hito was examining Doc, just roll me a secondary medicine. That's what we're trying to figure out, Russ. We're trying to figure out what this crime scene is.
Because I totally did a medical check while I was going through Doc's pockets.
Budge, as you have been working on you, trying to Budge heal him, you are aware that there is a very, very slow heartbeat within Yu's chest. He's not gone, but your healing also isn't working.
I guess Budge would have stopped digging graves. Maybe that's not necessary.
You know what, though? You don't know what it means. It's like one bit. See, you know enough about medicine to know that that is not a heartbeat that can sustain life. So, I don't know. Maybe you think if he's a vegetable, you can plant. I mean, you, the tree, vegetable, plant him. Maybe he'll grow. I don't know.
So he keeps digging.
Please let Yu's body grow into a yew tree.
Hold on.
Intelligence.
Yeah, I believe it. We're planting you.
Are you planting him head up or head down?
Oh, perfect.
How would you like to
head,
be
head up. I'm
planted?
going to dig the hole so we put you in like waist deep, but the rest of him still up above the surface.
I mean, he's not entirely rigid either, so he is kind of like on a bit of a lean. He's got his lean on.
And then of course, while we've got him planted and he's got a lean on in there. What? Hey, you had a staff, didn't he?
Yep.
He has a staff. He's also got a skeletal rat who's just watching you, just shaking his head.
Oh no! I'm gonna put the staff in
Is
the
he a
ground.
skeletal rat or is he just a rat?
He's a spiritual rat. He's a familiar, so to speak.
Yeah, and he's still there looking at these idiots.
Yeah, well, I put the staff in the ground behind you and then tie you to the staff so he's not leaning anymore.
Okay, so
you
you
Are
basically
you,
scarecrow you scarecrow him, yeah.
No, not scarecrowing. You know when you've got a wilting plant, you tie it to its stick. That's all I'm
Okay.
doing. And then you're
Okay.
gonna add water, so I'll put some water on the half planted you as well.
what
Mere
has
nature.
become of us? We're just innocent men.
Speak for yourself. Hito's
Get
not.
back to nature. Get back to nature.
I mean, Arashi's sitting there just looking at this, terrified. This is like horrific.
We're just innocent men.
You to roll me a perception, please.
For all my characters, or just
No,
Hito?
Scotty
Oh,
to roll
sorry.
perception for. We'll see. How
You want me
perceptive?
to roll a perception,
Yes,
but I'm dead.
this is going to be good. No,
You
not
mean
for
just
Dot.
a general perception?
Not for
for
Dot.
General perception. Okay, well that's. I
I'm
don't
hoping
know
you
what you're
tweak
talking
that
about. I don't
character
have any.
sheet.
I don't know what you're talking about. I
You
don't have
should-
any other characters. I'm dead. I tore up my character sheet. And I'm just listening today. Okay, but I'll roll a perception. Sure.
Let's see. Ooh. Ooh.
Oh no! Fuck no!
What is?
You'll see. You'll see. Don't worry. It's fine. Don't worry about
Am
that.
I the only person in this call that doesn't know what the fuck that means?
Yes.
Yes.
Sick. Love that. Love that
It's
for
okay.
me.
You're gonna love what's gonna happen. So as you are planting your good friend, Hito, roll me a nature to see if you sprout any of the moss or anything in Yu's hair.
Nature. I had to.
Also, Scotty, are you being stealthy as you're making your way through this jungle?
Fenrir, just stealthy.
I'm just
Ooh.
gonna. I'll roll stealth and see what happens.
Oh,
There
so
was
you
a
do.
big
Okay.
boom. So
Okay. Yeah, no. You watch as a couple, like one little mushroom, kind of like out the top of Hugh's head.
Hey, Budge, look. There might be hope still.
Like Budge has died. He's dead.
We're just innocent men.
Uh,
I was
What's your
just trying to.
passive?
I was just trying to dig graves. I don't know what's happened since.
War is
What's
hell,
your passive
man. War is
perception,
hell.
Budge?
Passive.
Yeah.
Non-existent.
It's
11.
okay. All of you, are alerted.
Okay. I was going to say.
All of you are alerted. I realised it's a 5, so no,
Yo.
everybody hears this sound of
Yo.
clumping
Yeah.
footsteps. And
Well,
then
Boom.
since Arashi is 27 passive, he would have heard it quite earlier and would have already had his bow ready.
yes, the individual coming towards you is not particularly stealthy, almost stumbling through the jungle. Doesn't seem to be. You kind of hear a noise, kind of like this rolling footstep that seems to kind of be bouncing off of tree trunks, and whatnot. It's not particularly quiet. As Scotty, would you like to describe the character who wandered into this clearing?
I don't know if he needs an introduction for some of these people,
He
but
does. Scotty,
Please, please. I've
Steve would like an
Sorry.
left out.
introduction.
I'm just messing with you, Steve. No, so yeah, I'm calling out like, yo, Metal Man, what was that big boom? And out of the woods, you see sort of just a relatively tall, rough-looking wild elf, very unkempt, dirt on his face, a couple of leaves, in his hair. He's bare-chested as well. He's got his abs out, of course. And he's notably just puffing on a pipe at the moment. Just trails of
And
smoke
Arashi.
drifting up into the air.
Sabata and Arashi, you recognize this certain individual. You have had several run-ins with him, as for whatever reason, your good friend Simon Snitch Lovelace has employed this gentleman as a handyman, messenger, He claims to be from a time in the future, which Arashi you would believe, considering your family line, given the fact of some of the things that this guy seems to do or indicate. It might indicate that he's not of this time. You don't question it, as you have been taught by your family. But yes, you guys know this individual as Fenrir Duskmeyer.
I'll put the bow away. And
Hey, hang on.
no-
What's your stealth? Do
Mo-
I see you?
I know I'm completely not stealthing to interact with this thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
I'm like,
it's
fucking.
like
Oh shit! Hey, Arashi, you're that guy, right? Who the fuck's
I'm
your friend?
I'm just gonna lean over to Sabata and just go, kill me now.
I point at Sabata. Who the fuck's this guy?
Uh, you want me to kill you now?
Fenrir, Sabata, Fenrir.
You know Sabata. But Sabata.
I definitely don't recognize him. You usually have whiskers, man.
I am
Did they
in
go on?
disguise,
Oh, all right. Oh, okay.
so no one
Wait.
will recognize me.
Then
Steve, to give
should
you
you
some
not?
context.
Huh?
Sorry, guys. To give Steve some context, Steve, do you remember me telling you a story about a druid that licked a rock and then chased a kobold through the forest and licked her as well? And
See, I'm gonna say this with all the respect in the world. The amount of stories you've told me that involve someone licking a fucking rock,
There are multiple.
most of them, Kevin. Let's be honest.
I don't, I no.
Okay, that's fine.
Doesn't narrow it down.
I'm gonna let you experience this for the first time. Please continue.
Yeah.
I was hoping to give some context.
I was just gonna say, yo, Sabata, shouldn't you be using like a secret name if you're like in disguise? Because I now I know it's you.
Yeah, yes, but I am Sabata with two B's.
Oh shit! All right, that's pretty good. You got me
Very
there.
clever, subtle but very clever.
The
Yeah,
only
but-
time I've been outsmarted by a word name change like that was when I met that character, V.
Oh, that asshole. Yeah, man. He's been all around the joint lately. I think I caught up with him. Was it last week or last year? I don't know anymore. What is the year?
And
I don't know anymore.
All
what
right.
are you doing here anyway? Are you following us?
Well, I came to ask this metal man here why he's causing all the explosions, man, because that's not cool. So what do you got to say for yourself, metal man?
It wasn't him. It was ducks.
It was not my ducks. It was you.
I did not make boom. The ducks they make the boom.
You made the first boom and they made the butter boom.
All right,
You
right.
did
Hang
nothing.
on.
You was dead.
I know ducks. I'm friends with ducks. They're cool. They don't do that stuff, but metal people do.
Hey,
All right.
which takes offense to that.
You're being racist against my metal friend here? I suggest you apologize.
Yeah, what he said.
Or you'll end up like that tree there.
And I'll
Maybe
point
not
back
that
at
far.
He points to what appears to be a large furball gentleman in a kind of odd state of um, suspension that they have planted.
Yeah, I look actually like a little bit concerned for a second. I'm gonna run over to that character, that person there, that individual. And I'm just gonna look him over.
Hey, he's not a lemon tree. You don't need to pee on him to make him grow.
I'm staring at my friend's grave.
Shit. Wait,
Roll me,
I don't recognize him.
roll me
Who's
either a
this guy?
medicine or a nature.
Yeah, okay. Mm, that is oh wait. Oh, I accidentally
That's
told
what that is.
Yeah. Let me make it back.
Furball, dead but definitely not alive.
I don't recognize him,
Smells.
do I?
You don't recognize him at all, no.
Because I'm a friend to furbolgs for sure.
Yes, you
Um,
are. He does not appear to be part of any of the Furbolg clans, you know. Very distinctly, actually, he doesn't seem to have any familial traits that you would be familiar with at all. This is a completely unknown Furbolg line to you.
Who's the nearest to me? At the moment?
Well, moving over, it's either Hito or Budge. I think Budge is actually standing closer at the. Oh no, it would be Hito because you've just
yeah.
planted him and turned him into a scarecrow.
Yo, what's your name, little guy?
Hito.
Where's his clan? Where's his tribe?
Now I believe he said something, and I'm trying to remember because listening to some of the people in the group, I just they branched out or something.
Start with the tree jokes.
All right. Did he say he's from like the Earth realm? Ashley Forest, perhaps?
Actually, Forrest, I consider that.
Because there are definitely some Furbolg tribes there. So
I mean, can't you see my friend here is pining over his friend's death?
yeah,
Don't
okay.
reward him, Clint. Do not reward him.
Um,
I'm just wishing I could make some.
Yeah, I know. Twinsies.
you got the plant jokes, man. It's really cool.
And you are.
I lean in and smell Hito.
Hito, he leans in close enough to you. What do you smell like, Hito?
Rosemary.
Burnt fox.
Yeah, I was going to say
Burnt
burnt
fox, yeah.
fox.
Yeah, Hito smells like burnt fur. Hito, to you, this wild-looking druid man leans in close, and you get a very, very interesting aroma off him. Firstly, you get the scent of brimstone and sulfur. Secondly, you get this unwavering wash of demonic magic coming off of this man's cloak.
How attached to the cloak are you?
Oh, what cloak am I wearing?
I think it's just one like your just normal cloak. It's like part of your clothes.
Is it magical?
Whatever, like nope.
Oh,
It's not magical. Everything about you is magical.
oh,
That is giving off
fucking
demonic
hell.
magic. I'm sorry, I'm
Oh.
remembering your plot line from 3 years ago. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's okay. my, well, considering it's the only piece of clothing, I need to wrap it around my chest sometimes.
He's got an open vest, if I remember correctly. He's got he has a brown leather open vest with I believe it's like a tanned fur lining on the arms.
I've literally got a photo.
Yeah,
Right.
it's sleeveless vest with like fur. He's got very tight fitting brown leather pants.
Oh, that's not gonna paste this up.
Yeah. This is unfortunately it's a picture I can't share because of it is not mine to share. Do you have a picture of him, Scotty?
I do,
Or do
but
you need me to
I'll send it in the
send it in the chat?
call it. If I can, but
There we go.
it's not saving as a photo. Have you got it?
Yep.
You can
Here you go,
put me to
boys. If it sends, please send. There we go.
There you go. There's your boy.
I think
Alright.
the better story to tell about Fenrir is when with the other ones, there's a whole heap of people that couldn't heal someone.
We can talk about that later. Anyway. So. Yes,
Yeah,
Peter.
this isn't
Yes.
the proper burial rites for furbolgs, by the way.
He's a tree, isn't he?
See? Yeah. Even the tree killing cat agrees.
Why's everything about race with you, new guy? Can't you just let Budge bury his friends?
No, look, my parents are furbolgs, all right? Like I know their way.
And that's why you have issues against metal people.
Is you your parent?
Well,
Was it
yeah,
your
you're
parent?
right. His tribe may have different burial customs. You're right. So thank you. Look, I don't have I don't have anything against metal people in general, but in my experience, ducks don't cause explosions like that. So
Exactly.
Okay, listen. Budge has only ever blown up one of his friends before, and it wasn't one of these two.
Exactly. Only one.
He's one out of like 200 right now. It's a good batting rate.
why do you have that on your arm?
What?
That
An
looks like a
arm.
weapon.
Recognize this, even concealed as it is. From your experience in your timeline, Fenrir, you recognize automatons with cannons.
I've seen similar.
You talking about Budge's Budge cannon?
Oh, you've seen one metal person, you've seen them all. You racist.
Just because Budge can make things go boom doesn't mean Budge did make things go boom.
Well, automatons that have weapons are usually weapons of destruction.
You know,
I got
It's
a
tickle
weapon.
cannon.
you know. I don't
That's,
know if I
that's
want
it.
to. I don't know if I want to be friends with this guy.
I've got a weapon. I'm not metal though.
Are you happy with this boat?
Where's for boat?
Wait, Sabata, did you? I mean, Sabata with two B's.
Yes, it is I, Sabat with two B's.
Did you
Oh, hi, nice to
Is
meet you,
arm-
Sabata.
No, but I have started making plans.
I don't
Rush
think
is
we've
like,
met, by the way, Sabata with two B's. I'm Budge. It's nice to make your acquaintance.
at the
We've
sound
met.
of the plans, Arashi's going to squeeze your tail a little tighter.
Yes, that's right. We have never met before. Today.
Budge's pleasure.
Look, can someone just tell me what the hell was going on with that big boom? All right, I saw it from over the way. I was
We
just like,
don't know. We were having a nice, peaceful friend walk, and then Hito's ducks exploded,
And I'm
and
pretty sure
now our
he
friend's
I
shot,
dead.
thought blaming the ducks.
he
Not
shot
saying
the
the ducks
ducks.
because the ducks exploded. Apparently, someone's shooting ducks.
Exactly.
Ducks don't explode.
Exactly
if
right.
you
Yes, did.
They
Stop
do if you shoot them.
generalizing ducks
I
and
mean-
metal people.
Metal people, ducks. What is it with you?
That's your third microaggression of the day.
Fenrir, I will ask.
I'm just really
Actually, you
confused.
you said that you are smoking a pipe, correct?
Yes. Well, I took it out of
Okay.
my mouth to talk to him, but yeah.
You did. So if I have this correctly, just give me a second.
Oh fuck! I caused a secondary explosion. Jesus.
No, you don't. No, you don't. It's all
I've
good.
now added
All
Sabata with two
good.
B's to the friends list.
I
Yes.
just need a wisdom saving throw, please.
For me,
Yes, you.
wisdom.
You is dead.
Wisdom.
Where's my character sheet gone? I think I deleted it. Oh no, I didn't. Okay.
Maybe someone needs to do a eulogy.
Wisdom
no.
savings.
That was bad.
That's a natty 20.
I liked it.
That is a nat 20. I feel good, but considering the nature of this conversation, the devil weed that you're smoking seems to be stronger than normal. You're pretty sure you're lucid right now, but this conversation seems wild. And you've had some weird conversations
shit.
before.
I wasn't meaning to smoke the devil weed. I was meant to be smoking the fireweed. Fuck, that's bad. I put the devil weed out. Yeah, damn, that shit's from hell.
You do know that smoking devil weed, one of the side effects is you are easily confused, though.
Yeah, man. I probably should have started later in the day.
I mean, that's something we can agree on. I mean, when I'm
Hey, common ground. Yeah.
yeah, common ground. When I'm sitting there taking energy from creatures, you know, it's something you really did start because it's just so hard later in the day.
Taking energy, like just how does that work? Like emotional energy or
Not to change the subject, but seeing how our friend has been attracted by the boom, maybe others will be attracted by the boom.
Well, maybe
yeah,
you shouldn't
definitely
create booms.
energy, yeah.
I have created booms, but I don't know about this. Tail still wagging.
I'm gonna insight that. If that's okay. Oh, that's a 12, but I don't know what your
You need to
deception is.
roll another deception, please. Sabata.
Hang on, I've got so many freaking things open. There we go.
You got some.
Sabata with 2B's eyes are very darting side to side, I've noticed.
Yes, yeah.
These eyes are darting left and right, the same as his tail.
I'm gonna look at Sabata's guns,
Yes.
and then I want to look at the field of the explosion. Is there any explosives or remnants of anything that I can spot?
It's not. Everything has been vaporized.
Mm.
But it is at least it is consistent with what Sabata's saying. He may have fired a gun, but this is very much fireball. You've seen a number of fireballs. This is definitely giving fireball energy. Not to mention the fact that some of the trees and bushes are still on fire.
Yes. Well, I mean, you guys haven't really told me who caused this explosion, but it's fucking weird, dude.
I mean, I did. I said it was him. But you being the racist you are, you said it was the metal guy and ducks.
Yeah, Metal Guy has a name, and it's
Hey, man.
Budge, and he's been through a lot today.
You have, buddy. You have. I'll just, run a hand.
Stroke him.
Yeah.
Metal Guy sounds like that superhero from that comic that I used to read.
And what in the hell is a comic?
Oh,
Comic? You've seen comics.
I don't
You
read.
Hudson.
Yeah.
I know
Budge doesn't
I know
read.
you don't read. No, I know you don't read, Budge, but you have
Heaven
seen
bought the
comics
comic.
because no, but you have seen because Hudson used to share them and show you the pictures.
I'm in emotional distress.
Are you suffering from metal fatigue?
oh my god.
My God.
And now you're calling Budge fat.
Budge? Your name's Budge, is it? You don't look fat. You look like the most muscly metal man I've ever seen.
Now you're trying to be nice, and now Budge is confused. Budge needs to lie down, and he's just gonna lie face first on the ground.
The uckers come and like crowd around you, looking at you, really concerned. One of them, Hallmark, is kind of like polishing one of your butt cheeks, so like getting some of the ash off.
Classic fucking Hallmark, if you ask me.
All right. As Budge lies down, I'm gonna get my pipe back and stoke it up again
Yeah.
with a different herb this time.
Do you
And
want? Do you have a specific preference?
Oh, a specific herb?
Well, no, do you have a specific
Oregano.
effect you want?
Oh, I know what's happening. I'm using my heal the mind ability, so I'm going to inhale and blow a cloud of smoke all over. And
Okay,
Hito would
go for
know
it.
that this is actually magical smoke.
Yes.
But yeah, Budge, you're
So,
sorry, yeah.
Budge, you are laying there as a cloud of weed smoke engulfs you.
Yeah, so I can remove any negative effects. Maybe it can.
Is he cutting out for
Vibes.
anyone else, or is it just me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
the-
Oh,
Me.
good. Can you
I'm
please
sorry.
repeat that, Scotty?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think your mic just wasn't picking you up.
So basically, it relieves any negative conditions such as like charmed and frightened. So maybe it can offer you some calming vibes. Potentially.
You know what? If you would like it to, it is up to you. I will allow it, Budge.
I mean, I'd like appreciate it, but I'm pretty sure I'm immune to being charmed and frightened anyway.
Well, I know, but what
I
I'm
appreciate your
allowing him
work,
to,
Scotty.
I'm allowing him to attempt to essentially chill you the fuck out by secondhand weed smoke.
Yeah, we're
Charm
hotboxing Budge right now.
Yeah, hotboxing Budge.
Yes.
You know what? I allow it. We're getting high, Budge.
You watch as some little
Just
olfactory
contender.
sensors open up and Budge just vacuums in this smoke. And Budge, you do. You feel your ligaments and tendons and pistons kind of all just a little bit just. You're feeling.
Hey,
You're feeling.
Budge is pretty
The
good.
last time you felt like this, you were in like a low tide shoal, just gently being washed around with the kelp forest. Just you feel a little bit like a kelp forest.
Budge is making sand angels or snow angels. What kind of terrain are we in? I thought it was
Grass.
Mud,
Jungle.
Grass.
technically.
grass. All right, grass angels.
Yeah. And I can prove that it was him. And I'm gonna point to the ground and I'm gonna summon a duck.
Yep.
It might explode. Stand
Duck.
back.
Explode, duck. Explode. Do it. Detonate.
Oh man, that
Was
duck's
his
cute.
feathers. Whack.
See?
It could be a decoy or a dud. It could be a dud duck.
Not yet. It's not.
But yes, I had close to 80 ducks gone in an instant. Like this duck.
Like they all died? Oh shit, I got some highlighting to do.
Yes, they all died. He took them all out. Just
I thought there were like 6 of them.
nope.
No.
It was 6 with the vest.
Yup.
Shit.
Anyone in the proximity just.
God, that's a lot of red on the friends list.
PTSD all over again.
Arashi's just going to step forward at this point. It's done. Whatever happened, happened. Do you want the library or not? There's things that I need to take care of. So I can't stand here forever.
Henry, at the mention of the library, you remember why you were out wandering around the jungle. Snitch had sent you out here.
Yeah, I'm heading back now. I'm done. I've been fetching.
Yeah.
I fetched
Snitch had
stuff.
specifically, Snitch had sent you out here saying that
Fetch things.
Arashi and Sabata were heading back. But he had kind of given a bit of a cryptic warning that don't delay, otherwise something bad might happen. But you'd kind of gotten distracted by some stuff. You'd found some mushrooms.
Is this what he was trying to warn me about? Never mind. It's all good.
No details matter.
Yeah, look, I just think maybe Simon kind of knew that this could happen or something. He does that sometimes.
He knew the ducks were going to blow up.
He knew that Sabata was going to do something.
Uh,
Me. Sabata with 1B, of course, not you.
Oh, dude, where's that guy at? I miss that, dude.
Yes,
He-
he's very
he-
handsome. He's very handsome. He has lots of beautiful fur, that guy.
Perfect fur.
Yeah, he was pretty furry.
I always love just patting him. So good.
Hito goes to correct but Budge, but no, leave it alone.
Hito, you've seen other wizard apprentices back before you were expelled from the academy look similar to Budge. You're pretty sure that Budge is probably, in considering your association with Budge, you've become aware that Budge likes a lot of things, and so Budge would be really, really happy to know that for once in his life he is stoned.
Oh, dude, you are what you eat.
Hito's just going to let him have this moment. Budge has been through a lot.
I
Budge
appreciate
stoned.
you. Budge needed a day off.
Oh, you hungry, buddy? You got the munchies?
Oh, Budge could eat.
I got a stone for you.
Oh, let's go.
I hand Budge a stone.
Composition, or is it just a normal rock? Is it the sending stone?
It's the sending stone.
Budge just like turns from being face down to face up and just drops it in.
There is a
now,
crunching
now,
noise.
now he's the dinosaur from Jurassic Park with the
Fuck.
phone ringing.
Yeah. Who had the other sending stone? Budge, as you chew, you get this really weird sense of microphone feedback.
Yeah, Budge feels tingly.
I hate that noise.
Why is Budge's gullet vibrating? This is weird.
In the place, Budge, where your rocks do go for your organics go for processing to be converted into energy, you do hear that slight echo of yourself. You're like inside yourself and outside yourself. You're speaking the words, but it's coming from inside you.
Is this what it's like to have a conscience? This is weird, man.
You had no idea what to prepare for.
I never do.
Oh, jeez. I need to get the sending stone off my character sheet.
Yes. So, what would you guys like to do?
Yeah, so Arashi's like,
So we're leaving them here?
we offered them passage. Admittedly, they're half the team they used to be.
Well, that's what I meant. Are we taking the other two, or are they staying here?
Where we going, man?
The crispy ones. Oh, sorry, is that too soon?
Oh, come on. That's a bit rough.
I just didn't want anyone getting confused what I was talking about.
I knew who you were talking about.
Oh, good.
I don't particularly want to carry them charcoal on white. Just terrible to clean.
Okay. So we just leave him planted like a tree. What are we doing with the other one?
What are you doing with the other one?
Oh, Budge was digging a grave. Now he's kind of just lying here.
Don't worry, I got it, Budge. Trust me.
Okay. I'm glad you're still alive, Hito.
I know I got your back, buddy.
That's
And I'm going to open up my black portal and just watch Doc's body just go straight into the portal.
Dude, where'd he go?
Buried, trust me.
Somewhere in the void, Doc's soul is wandering around, going, "It's dark in here," and he and you were sitting there going, "Okay, well, what now?" When all of a sudden there is a bright flash of light and your body thumps in next to you, Doc.
Do I recognize that body?
A bit charred, little worse for wear, but yes, it does appear to look like you, Doc.
Glad you cleared it up.
Thank you.
I
Um,
turn you and just like, so he's facing away.
where we? Where
Look,
we going,
hang
Doc?
on, hey, look this way.
But someone just come through a hole
Hang
or
on,
something.
yep. Just yeah.
This is another surprise.
Hang on. All right. This is bad.
Hey, Steve, you're the only person right now playing one character.
No, no, it's such a dub. This is what happens when I just stay alive somehow.
Clint's currently playing two characters. Scotty's playing two characters, and playing two characters.
Yeah, unfortunately. I'm gonna tie this piece of cloth around your eyes. You?
You're gonna surprise me, aren't you?
Yeah. Just yeah. Why don't you just sit down here?
Okay, because I love surprises.
I'll cover his eyes, and then I'm gonna just try to. Just gonna see if there's any loot on the body.
He's looting himself.
Are there any useful items for me to escape from this place, especially like a lantern, you know?
No, I'm waving it
Your
around.
your bag is surprisingly missing,
God damn it.
Doc. Your pockets have been picked
Oh, shit.
clean.
Alright. I can't
Is
fucking
it a
bury
pony?
it, can I?
Not really. There's just darkness.
Imprisoning me.
Okay, I crack one of its hands up like this, so it's like pointing up, so I can sort of mark the spot and I can spot it again if I need to find it.
Okay.
I'm just
You
gonna
may do
move
so.
you into the distance, so we're sort of on the very edge of where we can see the body, and just sit down again.
Well, the benefit is as soon as you get within 45 feet, 60 feet kind of thing, it's like there's a spotlight on you. So wherever you're standing, there's light around you, but you can't see anything beyond.
All right. Yeah, I want to be able to kind of know exactly where it is, but be on the edge so you can't really see it. And then I'm fuck. Do I have anything with me after having died? I don't know.
Whatever you had on your person, not in your bag. So if you had things in your pockets, you do have some fuzzy bed socks.
Okay, I'll give my fuzzy bed socks to you as a surprise then. If that's all I got. Hey,
Did you keep anything in your pockets at all?
I mean, small things, but I gave all my. I just said I had all my magic. So
Yeah.
I don't know. To be honest, probably just some fucking good berries or some shit.
Okay, you pull out.
I
Some
don't know.
good
I have to
berries.
look at my. I have to look at my sheet, which I
Okay.
tore off. Remember? I've got my watch, but I'm not giving that to him. Oh, you know what? I give him some aviator goggles because I carry them around.
You give him Hudson's aviators.
Yeah, I got
Okay.
in memoriam of Hudson. Fuck you! Give me my fluffy bed socks back.
So you feel something hard and curved, pressed into your hands.
What is it? Can I look? Can I look?
Yeah, there's you can look. They're special to me, but
Oh,
they're
these are
really
cool.
yeah, it's like
I'll
a
put 'em on.
superhero.
Put them on. Do you remember what your aviators did,
Yep.
Clint?
Oh, were these magical?
Yep.
did not I did not have that.
I
So,
can
what
see.
did
I
your
can see.
aviator goggles?
I'll turn around.
You see in clarity
What the hell?
a body with an arm like this.
Doc, I can see a body over there.
It looks
I'll
like
start running to
Doc.
the body. I'll start running to the body.
No, they were magical.
He's got a hand up for help.
He's singing with
You
us.
run
Let's go
over to what appears. You run over to what appears to be a charred body that looks
Oh,
exactly like Doc.
He looks very familiar. He looks like you, Doc, but a bit crispier.
oh,
You
I
have a
did not-
brother?
Sorry, you broke
You
me.
do. Is this law?
Uh,
They have a sister called Order too, so
yeah.
Bum.
SVU is our surname. All right. Oh god, I'm crying. All right. No, that's look, we're in the void. You know, there's like hallucinations and stuff. It's just an image.
So
It's not
I'm
real.
just having a dream nightmare.
Yeah, kind of. You might see other people floating around or something like that. You know,
They're not all crispy like this one, are they?
is it? I don't think he's that crispy. He's not that crispy.
I'll poke.
It's so.
Oh, I didn't mean to poke that.
he's a little bit crispy. The skin cracks a bit. He's
I
very
didn't mean to-
solid.
I'm sorry.
For a dream, he's very solid and corporeal.
I didn't expect you to poke him. To be honest.
How come I can still feel him? I don't remember feeling things in dreams.
Damn it, you. Look,
And
obviously.
And I
we
don't
will
remember
go
things being in
outside-
dreams are in color either.
As we ponder the life in the void and what to do with the corpse, we'll go back outside the void.
Thank you. Fucking hell.
With the party having decided that, hey, let's head on to the library because that's where we were going. If only just to move the scene along just a bit.
Never did I imagine that I'd be laughing so hard in the next session after dying.
Budge, with some
Yeah.
assurance from Squeaky that he would keep an eye on the body of you, the tree, you did begrudgingly leave your friend. You don't know where Doc's body went. You just know that Peter opened a black portal and he vanished.
With the palm.
But that being said, you had seen Cal do similar things with a bag.
Hato has used this portal several times.
Yeah, but I'm also high.
Yeah. Weird. Weird as shit.
Actually, let me just. Give me 1 second.
You used to see Cal use portals all the time. You guess he's just gone somewhere. Budge is typing. Budge is traumatized. Whoever goes through portals just vanishes.
Perfect. All right. I had left like 3 of my uckers behind with to help guard you.
In the essence of making sure that you, the tree, is there when you get back, you distinctly do not leave Dark,
No.
worshipper of death, with him.
We've left Denmark, Embark, and fuck. That's how I'm just feeling right now.
That is fair. So you leave 3 of your uckers standing guard with Squeaky over
Yeah.
the body of you, the tree. As you, Arashi, Sabata with 2 Bs, and your new traveling companion, not friend, Fenrir, lead you to what appears to be a pass in amongst some mountainous walls. As you do so, you notice that the ground beneath your feet starts to change. It becomes more sand-like. It becomes more solid. There is mist that seems to shroud the place. And as you step through a cold wash of air, which of course, Hito, you would be able to see, you see this giant shining wall of magic that you are approaching in the mist, and you walk through it. You feel the magic prickle over your skin as there's this momentary feeling deep in your stomachs, like when you're on a roller coaster and you swoop up suddenly, like your stomach falls out from underneath you as the breath is knocked from your lungs. And standing before you, carved into the stone wall, appears to be several large draconic statues, large dragon faces staring down at you, carved out of the pure stone itself. They seem to be regarding you with bright gemstone eyes. This whole wall of draconic figures, Hito, are shining with magic so bright it is almost blinding.
Well, Budge is sort of out of it, isn't Budge?
Oh man, I'm vibing.
Yeah.
I'm not going to
Arashi's
put a shit ton of tokens on, by the way.
yeah, Arashi's leading the way, so he's more paying attention to what's in front. I don't know what Fenrir or Sabata are doing, but I can tell you at this point, yeah, Hito's drooling, like badly,
Yes.
like obviously,
Yo,
and
little guy, are you okay?
Oh yeah. Just need a little touch.
little touch, and I start walking towards the magical statue.
I'm gonna nudge Arashi and I'm just gonna like, yo, is he diseased?
No, it's
Rabies.
worse.
I've seen
You
that
can,
in wolves.
yes, well, I wouldn't do that if I was you.
Do what? I'm not doing anything. Just
Everything go dark.
looking.
Not,
Just
not advisable.
to look.
But if you touch it, it's very upsetting.
Have you touched it? You look like the type of person that's touched it.
Hey, let's look at something else.
Hey, can Budge touch it?
Yeah, we want to touch it now.
Arashi's just gonna like your funeral.
Y'all got comics here or what?
So, you want to go over and touch the carved dragons?
With the your funeral thing, Hito's having second thoughts.
Hito, it's almost like the dragon's eyes are watching you in particular, almost assessing you.
All right, dragons might be. Do we come back out the same way?
And Arashi's like, depends, maybe. There's a few exits, but you could come back this way.
Do we cross through that wall thing again?
Yes.
Okay.
He's just gonna fall in line again.
By the way, can you guys find yourselves on the map? It's a very big map. You should be down the
Yes.
bottom of it.
Yeah.
You found it? Good, good, good. I know you've seen the map now because the dynamic
Oh.
lighting wasn't on because I'm an idiot. But
Well, there is one missing.
Yep. Fenrir, you did it twice.
I can't see.
Maybe there's no vision set to Fenrir.
Get in the bottom of the map.
try
Right,
this.
and everything else
Does
is
that
black
work?
apart from the bottom part.
Does that work?
Okay, now I can see.
That should work.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a second to. Making sure that everybody on the stream can see.
Yeah, they can see an awful lot.
They should be able to see everything.
Almost light sources, obviously. Break things down.
Yeah, I just need to make sure everything's lit up.
I mean, it is doing it, but there's no videos of us anymore.
No, there won't be at the minute because I'm not because I'm away from it. Give it a sec. We will be back. Making sure everything is visible, putting in cameras because of course everywhere. No. That one. There. Those if we need. Why not? Okay, there we go. And with that, if I go like, and
Oh, we're
there should
back.
be. Told you.
Except for
So,
Budge, it's just a giant headset on
top
the screen.
of Steve's head.
Yeah.
Yes. So,
Why am I so
Arashi, you know the
zoomed
way
in?
I don't know.
because we like seeing you up close and personal.
Well, and I'm
Well,
zoomed
because you
right
also
out.
when
so...
you lean back. Well, yeah. Just, do you want to be bigger? Because I can make you bigger and I can make Steve smaller.
No, that's cool. I'll just scooch back.
Okay, so Arashi, you know the way. You know the way through the door. But are you going to let these guys lead the way, or you know as well, Fenrir, that Simon is down on level 8.
God damn, he's deep there. Wait, that's the wrong accent, but anyway.
What are you guys doing? You can see that there are doors open in the center of these.
I only
huge doors.
Arashi was to get them to the library.
Yep. So it's
if I know Simon's here, Fenrir can take him to Simon.
yep.
Yeah, man, I can do that. I'm a great guide.
Exactly. And Arashi, you know that if the library doesn't want them to leave,
They won't. Yeah, I'm not going to fill him in on that part.
Good.
Well, you just did.
No, I didn't. the GM did.
Yeah.
But
so with that,
with that, well, this is what the others asked for. You know, the ones that aren't here. Delivered as promised. Very simple rules. Don't take what's not yours. Don't touch what's not yours. Be on your best behavior. I leave them in your care, Fenrir.
Easy peasy.
Well,
Which door do I take again?
The middle one.
you coming, Sabata?
Yes, I don't want to be anywhere near this guy if his duck explodes again.
Oh,
I'm gonna pick up the duck and then literally just stuff it into Sabata's chest.
Get it away.
It's a souvenir.
It just looks up at you, Sabata.
And I'll
Duck.
leaning closer to Sabata. You know, I'll tell him
It's a souvenir, so you don't forget us.
and I'll lean in closer to Sabata and just go
Tick, tick, tick.
and walk away.
Sabata grabs his duck and starts running with it over his head. Look out! It could blow.
Bye, Sabata. Say
Bye.
hi to other Sabata.
with one B.
Oh, these guys are all right.
Suddenly, it's the scene from the Batman movie where he's trying to get rid of the bomb on the jetty.
Oh God. So, with that, you are left standing in front of the very imposing library with its stone dragon staring down at you.
Stone dragon or stone druid?
Stone dragons with
What
a
are they
stone
dragging?
druid as your guide.
Yo, I don't know if it's the middle door though, because Sabata with the B hasn't been here before. But maybe Sabata with one X. No, wait, that's two Bs. Maybe Sabata with one B told him. We should just try the middle one. Yeah,
Dude, they should try getting different names. That's confusing.
it is.
This just
Yeah, man.
reinforces my goals for the future.
Oh, what's your goals, man?
Don't worry, you're on my team, Budge.
Yeah, dude.
You hear a slight yelling in the background. It was meant to be or not to be.
What do you guys do?
That should keep him entertained for a bit.
Well, I'm just gonna stand by the middle door and say, gesture here.
All right. Go in the middle door.
As you enter in Hito, you know there are 3 stone stairs, marble stairs leading down to a very vast black marble floor. What grabs your attention in the middle of this room is this giant stone dragon head that easily 12 stories high.
What grabs my attention is the map builder has done something wrong and you can't get through doors.
I bet you can get through the middle door.
No, I'm trying to get through the middle door.
You should be able to get through the middle door. It's open. Let me have a look. You should be able to get through the middle door.
I can't get through either. So.
Dude, I know Budge is kind of fucked up right now. But why
He's
can't
Just go
why
through the door.
can't ripping down doors work?
You should be able to go through the bloody door. You know what? I'm not happy with this door. This door,
technology.
it was even open. So bugger it. There you go.
Man, doors
Yeah,
are
it's
confusing anyway.
I know what it is. It's okay. It's yeah. No,
you
continue.
drew a wall and tried putting a door over the top of
No.
the wall. No.
Don't worry about it. Anyway,
It's because it
You
was a
see-
jar.
haha.
It
So
wasn't a
you
door
see
the
an
whole time.
imposing. You see an imposing stone dragon head, easily 12 stories high. Atop it, you see this swirling green and yellow gemstone. Hito, the thing about the gemstone that grabs your attention, first of all, this stone dragon head, you can tell that it is a skull, a skeletal, like a skeletal dragon head, and it is enormous. But the gemstone above it is glowing brightly with all forms of magic. almost blindingly so. Sitting behind the desk appears to be a young gentleman, brown hair, reasonably pale skin, wearing wizard's robes. He seems to have a large stamp, and he's just moving documents and he
I'll
doesn't
just
even look up as
lean
your
over to
footsteps.
Budge.
You know what they say about people with big dragon heads in their foyer? They're just compensating for something.
Oh, for what?
I don't know, something. They never tell me. They always say something.
Oh, that's
Small feet. That's what
pretty
it is.
vague.
This is definitely the right door. This place looks a bit familiar to me.
And the guy behind the counter, if you've been here, surely you know that.
You know, it's one of the clerical acolytes who goes by the name of Giles Newman. You know
Oh,
that
it's
he
Gigi.
is.
Hey, Gigi. How's it going, man?
He kind of rolls his eyes
Yeah.
and just kind of gives you a slight nod and continues.
Yo, so I gotta like guide these guys down to see. Well, I was gonna go see Simon. They can talk to him too, but all good if we go on through.
As I tell you every time, Mr. Duskmeyer, you don't need my permission.
Hey,
If
I'm
the
not a
library
mister.
doesn't want you to make it, you won't make it. Just don't touch anything. We've only just gotten the giant water beetles back into the room.
Yeah, man, I never touch anything.
Tell that to the paper knights. You had them in such a tizzy.
Okay, look, I didn't touch them. I tripped over and I accidentally may have grazed them originally, but
Oh, accidentally tripped and grazed them. Ruined 64 priceless books that we had to go.
well, you know, there was like mushrooms growing in there and I had to pick some. So
How many times have we told you?
don't pick mushrooms, strange mushrooms from the library, all right? Yeah. No.
How many times
Oh,
have we
different
told
messages
you
now? Okay.
to leave the willow stick strain alone?
But they're
Dude, leave it alone.
extra spicy.
The willow stick strain is cultivating, and we are keeping it safe so that it doesn't return to the timeline and eradicate the timeline.
I'm not taking it out of here.
It's only supposed to make it back in the set time that the willow stick timeline is supposed to happen. That is not for another 8,000 years, Mr. Duskmeyer.
Time doesn't exist in here though, right? So it's kind of okay. Anyway, hands off this time. I just got to get these guys through. So
He kind of, Acolyte Newman kind of looks to the side. Can I help you, sir?
Rat, so that wasn't good enough.
No, it was not.
pickpocketing or something.
No, I was hoping to turn these papers sideways so he was stamping the wrong spot.
You're giving me Baldur's Gate vibes. We're having a conversation and then someone sneaks up and tries to pickpocket.
Give me a perception.
Because if I get busted, I'm just gonna try and see what he's stamping paperwork wise.
You can certainly also roll me a perception then.
Consistent.
As you kind of listen to this conversation, and you're stoned as hell, so your attention's kind of wavering. You do notice to the right of you the fluttering sounds, and every now and then you see, you could have sworn you see a little man, probably only about 3 inches high, about so big, made out of something white, looks like paper. But you see a little man run from here into the room next door, and you just see them darting around little places. Now, it could be you're stoned, or there are little paper men running around. That's you, Steve.
Oh shit!
He's so
Unleash the
stoned.
yuccas.
Anyone else see that dude?
They look kind of
That dude.
alike.
I'm
I
talking
don't
about the
know his
paper man.
name. I
They
haven't
look
been able to
kind
ask
of
yet.
like this, by the way.
I was kind of just looking at the gem, shiny and tasty.
Like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyone else see that pointy dude? Just jumping about.
The paper
Ah.
bros.
Not really, as I'm still trying to get a look at what he's stamping.
You look at what he's stamping, Hito. You can see that they appear to be you can see that they appear to be overdue notices. One says 2,000 days late, another says 3,500 days late. And every time he stamps, you watch as it folds up and then vanishes.
So this instantly finds whoever.
Yes.
So if you were to make something up with their name on it and just stamp it, it'd appear to them?
No.
Oh.
Only the overdue notices and proper library correspondence.
You just see Craig's brain ticking, don't you?
Cal's overdue giving us a fucking explanation. Can you find him?
Cal,
Yeah, my man Cal.
do
Who's
we have
that?
any more information? I might be able to find a Cal.
Him and the Kevin. I'll fax you their details.
Do you have a surname?
Oh, do I?
I know.
Do I have a
Cal's surname.
surname? Yeah, Budge has a surname.
No, for
Thanks
for
for
Cal.
asking.
For Cal.
Oh, Cal's surname, gotcha. It's odometer or something like that. Um,
Oh my god.
Budge
Gosh,
knows
Cal has a
it.
great best friend.
It's on the tip of Budge's tongue. Odelia, that's the one.
Hello, Delia's in the library in residence at the moment.
Oh, dude, we were looking for little Cal. I forgot about that.
Yes, several members of the Odelia family do
work
work
here.
here from their timeline. Yes.
Did Cal got a job?
I don't know if I'm assuming that you are talking about one of the Callan Odelias.
The one and only.
Well, we have Callan Odelia the 4th, Callan Odelia the 16th.
Oh, I don't know his
Nobles
Roman
tend to
numeral.
they do tend to reuse names in the Eladrin courts. So, but
Not very helpful, is it?
if you knew what timeline he was from, I could potentially put you in contact with one of his direct relatives. I believe that a Markham Odelia actually has a son, Callan, actually.
Yeah, not a clue. What about Kevin? See you?
Kevin.
Yeah.
Kevin. Yes, there is a Kevin.
The boys
It
are
is
back.
it is a relatively common name, but are we talking
Nah.
again? Do you know what timeline he's from? Because we have many a Kevin, but we also have Keviathan from the 25th century MV.
I don't. Budge doesn't know all these syllables you're talking. But let me tell you, Budge knows exactly 192 people. You make
What version of
193, and only one of them's name is Kevin.
oh are you Budge the First?
Brother, I don't know.
If
Budge
you are
barely counts.
wait,
That's what Doc
what
was
time?
for.
What timeline have you entered the
I don't
library
know.
from?
You know, Budge has
Um,
gotten himself in bad questions.
I mean, time's such a relative thing. I mean, I've been around for a while, so I kind of lost track of what the date is.
It's like a flat circle, man. So
If you could tell me the
Gotta navigate.
timeline,
you gotta know
if you
geography.
could,
I mean geometry.
if you could, if you
I
could
mean
tell me the
shape stuff.
timeline you are from, I can ascertain which Kevin and Callan are Delia.
I mean, I was
Um,
asking
There
them what
aren't.
year it was, and they wouldn't tell me. So they didn't know.
But what
I
is a year?
So you need specific things.
Well, there aren't very many records, unfortunately. There are many records of a Budge and Kevin.
What was the
Um,
lady in the water? You remember her name?
Granny?
The one I went and took care of after she beat you up.
Oh. No, she wasn't Budge's friend, so she's not on Budge's
I
list.
don't remember her name. But she
Probably
was a
something
guardian
like
of the,
Susan.
some treasure in the water. I think she was important because when, you know,
Can't be that important. She hasn't shown back up.
well, there's a reason for that.
Because she's not important. Let's just call her Susan and move on.
Yeah, all right, Susan. Fair enough.
What up, Susan?
I mean,
When does this like high stuff wear off?
not for another 2
I'm
hours.
no,
Oh no!
bro,
Oh
the
no!
smoke that I blew at him doesn't even get you high. It just clears your mind.
What?
You,
High.
maybe.
What?
there was that wizard lord. I can't remember his name.
Where's the Lord?
Yeah, no, it was a separate trip from you guys. Don't worry about that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there was that village too.
Village.
Don't worry about that. You weren't there either.
Man.
Oh, there was those oh, from that other realm. I can't remember what they were. They had the different metallic. They're like guardians of some sort. I can't remember them. We go. Do you have a timeline where there's a lot of people that go missing? I'm from that one.
Yes. A timeline. Well, there are several timelines, but unfortunately, as Mr. Dustmire will tell you, we can't reveal a lot of things. However,
Yeah, that's fine. One where a lot of magical people disappear.
I'm assuming, though, if you're talking about a Callan Odelia, a Budge, and a Kevin, we are before the. We are AE.
That hurts. I don't even get a mention.
I
Yeah, that's pretty
believe that
rude.
we are currently, if my calculations are correct, we are somewhere around the 3000 AE.
I need to
3000
step up my
days.
game, Budge.
Dude,
Well,
I don't know what's going on.
well,
It's time travel,
the,
Mr. Budge.
exactly. You won't become known as, I believe, with my correct notes, you won't become known as Yognith and
Isn't it?
Hankanil Rialtfiel until sometime post Victorian.
Okay.
This is where you discover that Tegan actually has a congruent timeline.
I literally just.
You're both just like,
Yeah, I mean, he goes like, well, see, like I've always said, I got your back, Budge. See, you're obviously safe with me.
Yeah,
But
my guy.
I'm guessing I don't make it because I didn't get a mention.
Well, number of things can happen and whatnot. If you didn't always go as Hito, there can be any number of issues that may erase people from timelines. Like
People get erased from timelines every day. It's a really common problem to have.
Mr. Dustmeyer's employer, Mr. Lovelace.
Yeah, he got
He
fucked.
doesn't end up being in any timeline because, well, he exists
Oh.
outside of it and continues to
blood.
do so.
To be fair, that was like a relatively selfless decision, all right, from what I understand.
I mean, there are plenty of places that you can go in the library to answer whatever question that you might have. You can ask the sages, you can ask the corpses, you can ask the books themselves, you can go down to certain levels and even ask the walls if you want to.
I mean,
But I will say, if you do annoy some of the inhabitants of the library, consequences.
I'll tell you haven't met us. All right, here's something. We're down on numbers,
Okay.
and I kind of feel that we need what would you call it? Well, Budge would call it a friend. Does it list any extra friends that Budge makes along the way in that book?
I'm
What
assuming
friends?
you're asking about vessels. You hear a voice from behind you.
I mean,
None of
vessels. I
you,
mean, I suppose
none
we're
of
still in the market for 2 boats, possibly.
none of you heard her approach.
Really?
But
Oh, okay, wow.
none of you heard her approach. I just have to make sure you guys can all
That's
see
my
it.
girl Marley. But Marley's making her return this episode.
As you turn to see a short girl, she's roughly 4.5 feet tall, purple skin, tiefling horns, silvery eyes. Hito, everything about her exudes magic. She is incredibly powerful. She is incredibly old. Everything
this
about her
Disney character?
screams dragon.
Can't see
I'm
that.
assuming. Did you guys see? Did you see? Did the character thing come up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Just a
I'm
little- a little bit.
literally, emanating massive magic, and the way she looks. I mean, all Hito's hearing is.
She also appears to be 15.
Oh, okay. So she's young.
Yeah,
Rewind.
rewind, rewind.
I am going to give a heads up. She appears to be 15 or 16 in age.
But
Yeah.
you're saying dragon.
Dragon.
Oh wait, I don't know that, but Hito's getting that.
Getting dragged
Oh,
off to prison after this.
Fenrir knows exactly who this is because
Oh, okay.
you've spoken to Neffy quite a lot. She's very helpful. She has lived in the library for basically since the library began, since the beginning of time, is the
Oh,
kind of
she's one of these ones.
she. So Fenrir, you know that she is the remaining empathy of the draconic goddess of essentially the heart. She
Can't
is
remember the
known as
last
the
time
dark goddess.
I ran
Once
into
known as
Neffy.
Nephthys. Yes, known as Nephthys. But she is not from this timeline. She will not
Eris.
come into existence. She will not come into existence. No, not Eris. She will not come into existence for another 1,500 years, in which she will vanish a following 500 years after that to inhabit who will become known as the ascendant god of balance, Neishing.
No, but Neffy. She was in the city that disappeared.
Oh, no, she wasn't in the
Eris.
city that disappeared. No, she wasn't in the city that disappeared. Where you know her from is Roland. Because
No,
when you went to the Vanishing Library that first time, you met her as Neishing when you went to the Vanishing Library. You also met her when Roland appeared when he joined the Chaos Crew, because he spent time in the library with Neffy. So you have crossed over with her. Yeah.
Yeah, I know
But
I've met her in
she
no,
does she does eventually vanish because she becomes the power that becomes the Dark Realm witch magic that inhabits nation. So there you go, world lore. Ha ha, everybody.
Multiverse.
Yep, it gets real bullshit. She simultaneously exists and doesn't exist. She
Schrodinger's
cannot leave
dragon.
she cannot leave the library, basically.
Oh, okay. So you're, yeah.
You're looking for vessels, if I've got that correct.
I mean, that's one option. Another thing I'm looking for is to ascend, essentially, more power.
Well, there are ways of doing that if Kaldaya would like you to find it.
Yeah, no one wants me to find it. I'm just going to get it.
Well, that's the thing. If you are meant to find it, Kaldaya will lead you to it. It's not a case of whether she wants you to or not. The heart goes where it resides, sir.
Well,
As
I
you can
mean,
tell from the cats.
I beg to differ on that because most hearts reside in the body, and I've seen them come out.
I'm a heart. And I'm not in a body.
I know that's true.
Yeah.
That's one thing I know.
The
Well,
question is, what do you need a vessel for?
um,
Reincarnation or affluation?
I suppose reincarnation.
Well, then
If
you're not
not,
looking for a vessel, you're looking for a build-a-body.
I haven't been to a build a body in ages. Not since.
Well,
When
do you
was it?
want metallic,
I think it was like my. I think it was like
organic?
my 200th birthday or something.
Well, we have organic, we have inorganic. It just depends. Because we can do metal, we can do stone, we can do flesh. It just depends on what floor you want to go to. I see that you have one in your number who has already been to the first floor.
Yeah, man,
Yeah,
I've
well,
been to a couple of the floors, yeah.
I was gonna say we just met him, so
No, I'm talking about.
don't say
I'm sorry, what was your name,
Oh,
Mr. Robot?
I'll nudge the metal man.
Hey, it's your boy,
Hi.
young Budgie.
Young
Budge.
Budge. Little
Oh,
Budge.
you're a budge.
Hey, what up, girl?
Oh,
But
she
just
knows
like
your
tap her
name.
up.
Are you part of the original line of budges, or are you the budge?
Man, Budge has no idea what you just said.
Well, there were a number of automatons that came under the designation of Budge, and then there's the Budge, who is the historical savior of the Selkie clans.
Yeah, I'm the Budge.
It's
Oh,
still
so
high.
you stopped the evil wizard then?
Oh, that's coming up. To be continued. Next time on Dragon Ball Z, you know.
You
Wait, wait,
know
wait,
of
wait,
the
wait, wait.
Dragon Balls.
Evil wizard. One more information on this evil wizard.
I want more information on the Dragon Balls. Are they tasty?
We wanted to eat the
It's, well, that dragon's got a ball on top of its head, and it looks real tasty.
No, that's Aetherium, and I wouldn't recommend eating it unless you want weird things to happen to you.
Weird things have
But
been happening to Budge all day.
depending on where you travel to, you might go to a place where they're mining Aetherium at the moment.
Like Borderlands.
Mr. Fenrir, that's your time, isn't it, when they're mining Ethereum?
Oh shit, yeah.
That
Haven't
can't
been
be
there in a
good.
while.
I mean, it is a messy time, though, unless you want to go under a tyrannical leadership.
Dude, one time I got like attacked by those little fucking gremlin things. Jesus, you don't want that shit happening.
Oh, dude, that's rough, man.
Yeah. Just if you ever come across them, just don't feed them at all. To be honest, don't want to
You
risk
had
it.
a very, I heard you had a very rough time of it.
Yeah, there's tons of assholes in that timeline. That's why I just work with Mr. Lovelace now. He's pretty good to me.
He's very good at helping people find their fates. So, after all, he does work with Granny.
Granny?
Oh, my Granny, not the Granny.
Oh. It's disappointing.
Well, I mean, it depends. Because, well, there are grannies everywhere, but it really depends on which version you want to meet. Sometimes she's very mean and scary, other times she's quite helpful. There was that time that she did curse my father. Ahura, he had it coming, though.
As far as I've heard, there's only one granny, isn't there? But like many of the
I
one granny.
call
The same granny.
I call Istis my granny because technically she is my granny. But then there's the elder elemental that only select people are allowed to call granny, but that's if she's adopted them.
I'm pretty sure there's multiple grannies. I agree with the multiple grannies because I'm pretty sure. I think at one time I remember you talking about his granny, Granny Smith.
I've actually never had a granny. So
You're missing out.
I kind of would like
Well,
a
that's
granny
because
one
you
day.
were adopted, weren't you, Mr. Fenrir?
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, no. It was very,
Hey,
very
my
tragic.
family were great.
Your family were great. Well, they left you.
that's
You
good.
were adopted. Ah.
Oh,
No, I'm talking about my family that raised me were great because they took me in, right? And you know how many years it got like for me to fucking find my brother as well? Jesus. Forever.
Okay.
That was going to happen considering you couldn't exist on the same plane of existence.
Yeah, I know, but I did a bit of time in his place, and I think it was nice to sort of get to know him through his experiences.
Oh, so who
Well,
killed
if
who?
they're looking, well, no, if you are
not
looking
dead,
to
he's in hell.
reincarnate your friend, isn't it fortuitous that Mr. Lovelace sent Fenrir, considering he has experience with what it's like having to share a soul between two bodies?
I don't recommend.
I mean, I don't mind it.
But
Well, I don't really share.
you do it too? Mine's not by choice though.
he kind of just switches characters every couple episodes.
Okay.
Well, to lead on, it's
You never really answered the builder body question. Do you want metallic body? Do you want organic?
oh,
Because that will determine what floor we go to.
I've always wanted like a gelatinous cube.
Then that's the first floor, the progress floor, probably in the city domain.
I think Doc would like it.
I thought
literally
Doc was
got
scared of
frickin'
cubes.
Butch, does that sound about right? Do you think that would be a good fit too?
I feel like Doc would want to be a person, you know?
Are you saying that gelatins and oozkin are not people?
Well, I mean, a cube's a cube, right?
Well, no, gelatins and oozkins are people, but they are
But
made
Hito
of
said
different
cube.
compounds. Well, no, gelatinous cubes do exist, but
Yeah, and that's what he said. And I'm saying a cube is a cube. And Doc's not a cube.
T is a square.
Hey, don't
Sometimes.
disrespect my boy like that.
Sometimes he's a square.
No, he's alright.
Okay, so what would you like for your friend, Mr. Budge?
Oh,
If you like, we can
just for
actually
them to
find
be
a way to
happy.
discuss with them. We have actual ways to discuss with them what they'd like themselves, and you can build to their own specifications.
Dude, yeah, let's build them their dream bodies.
No.
Let's go ask them. I want to talk to the boys.
Oh.
No, dude, come on, this will be sick.
You'd have to go down to the 6th floor and speak to the clerics down there to make contact with the dead.
But I can do it much faster.
No, but this will be sick. Come on, it'll be like a little bonding exercise. We haven't had a Hito Budge bonding exercise before.
Fine, let's go then.
Yes. Yes.
Rather injured though, Mr. Budge. And
What's up?
Mr. Hito, was it?
Yeah?
Well, I don't think I could help you, but if we do go down to the first floor, Mr. Budge, the automatons down there could help replace some of your parts and fix up any of your melted wiring and whatnot.
Oh,
Down
dude.
in the technology
Oh, these
and
were the dudes who were gonna wake up Mark. Oh, we got shit to do here. But again,
to go down to the first floor.
alright. Peter, scope of attack. We gotta talk to the boys. Gotta get our boys. And then I'm gonna fix my boys while you do things with your boys, okay?
Can we
There's a
do
lot
a
of
Right.
boy
reversal,
talk
please?
in there, which is a little worrying.
Yeah, our party's not very diverse.
If you also like, Mr. Budge, we can go visit the water dragon room.
Oh my god, there's so much shit to do here. This place is sick. You got comics too?
We do.
Dude, people have been hyping up comics all day. I can't wait to fucking get into some of
Well,
them.
comic books, you can actually just go to the right here and peruse the shelves. Most of what's on the ground floor is actually dedicated to my brothers and sisters and parents, and just general study. We have certain armors and weapons, just as a display, just to kind of give people an overview. There's a magic room dedicated to, various magics on this floor as well. If you want to have a wander around.
Do you have a map?
I mean,
Or like a board in case we get lost?
I guess I can show you.
Bud likes maps.
Dynamic lighting turn off. I guess. Is that all I have to do? Is turn off dynamic lighting?
Technically.
Just don't walk through any walls. Be civil.
Oh,
There you go. You should be able to see now.
Wow, we automatically got a map. How good is that?
Hey, this is
Persuade.
what happens when the God of Maps is around.
Yeah. Especially our new budget is going to be useful. What a great character.
What a strange gimmick. Alright, let's go get our boys.
Goodness, where do you want to go?
I would like to get the others so they can play with us.
You mean Clint?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you go down one floor, that will happen.
Yeah.
And we go down a floor.
Do it
Okay,
as
so
quick as possible.
she takes you to the elevators over here, which is a contraption that all of you, well, only Fenrir would have seen. Elevators.
Oh, yes.
It. You
Well,
climb into a metal box.
Fucking hate these things.
Shit's wild.
All this metal is
Oh.
just like really not natural.
One sec.
What the hell? Where the books go?
All the books.
What
The
heck?
doors to the elevator. You feel your stomach sink as you descend one floor. And as you do so, you walk out and you see metal walls piping. You hear the hum of electricity. Interestingly enough, Hito, you do feel flares of magic here and there, more of that really bright, sparky energy that seemed to come from the crystal on top of the dragon's head. But you also hear really strange sounds like you also hear the sound of robotic movement like Budge, but even larger, just the sound of drills. You can feel behind you just this radiant heat coming off of the walls. Where would you like to go?
Just be careful where you walk. This is the place that there's occasional. To be fair, this is why I thought the Metal Man. Just, I apologize for that.
he
I mean,
has a
oh.
name.
Yeah, I caught myself.
I got you, Budge.
I appreciate
Doesn't
you.
Bunch stand for like one of the weapons of mass destruction though? I feel like I'm getting that.
Here you are, just just smearing his good name.
Budge stands for Brachius Fudge, thank you. And that's a sincere thank you, because no one's asked for Budge's government name before. In 37 sessions. Now, what are we at? 36.
I mean, to be fair, Budge. I mean, I was told that you were named Budge, and I mean, the fact that I remember that is a positive thing, because considering all the people I killed, I can't remember a single one of them.
Yeah, wait, what?
Well, not that I want to diminish the fact that you're finally getting to share the true parts of yourself, Mr. Budge. Or would you prefer me to call you Mr. Fudge?
Oh, never.
Well, I wouldn't want to hurt your feelings. I know how awful that is. But so we're on the floor for progress. If you actually head,
she turns around and points up to what is the upper left.
You have the domains of city, disease. If you keep going across, we have ambition, we have forge. Then if we go down, we have transport, and then we have technology in the bottom.
We don't let Sabata with 1B in here because he keeps trying to steal stuff.
You
Understandable.
can say that, Budge. Can
There
say
are plenty of vehicles and modern technology, as well as old style. We do have a couple of horses on this level because technically they are transportation. It's a bit
that. What other
unusual
kinds
that.
are there?
Oh,
Ooh,
Mr. Budge,
Yeah.
I really, really hope you get to go to the future and see that a lot more people become a lot like you. Even the mortals in what is once the Hells, they do cybernetic attachments to become Makir.
Yo, I thought we weren't telling him about the future.
Hard when you're in a library where there's a bit of everything. As long as you don't tell them events,
Hito
especially
picks
events
up.
that they're participating in.
Hito picks up a cog off the floor, hands it to Budge. I think I fell out of that box. Can you put it in there?
Okay.
Thank you.
Awful. You're awful. The moment that we're all waiting for the moment Steve reads it.
I've read it. I've read
Good.
it.
You see a shadow pass by one of the doorways, Budge. It does vaguely look like you, but it's really big.
Rather.
Where would you like to go?
This is a Budge domain, so Hito's just following it at this point.
Yeah, it really is.
Well, Budge will try to go to the shadow. Really, like, hey, do you know where I can get my boys?
If you go here, you'll see in this domain that there are things moving around.
Hello.
You see similar people to you, but they are significantly taller, some 20 feet tall. They are walking around working on things. The other things you can see is someone seems to have taken the Budge design, but you can see that there is like a window on it, but you can see that it doesn't have any visible electronics or things. The window is open and you can see that there is actually a seat inside it as you are looking at a 4th era mech suit known as the NEI Shing mech suit, known as the God suit.
Is that like
You also
labeled
see
or?
if you go in, there are like plaques and stuff around the place. You
Sweet.
see that there is also tables as well that have weaponry, kind of like Sabata's guns, but even more fancy. You can also see that there are welding stations and electronic stations and all number of array that even in your wildest dreams, Bud, you could not have imagined. One of the giant robots who is walking around attending to things and fixing things kind of stops and looks at you. He kind of tilts his head.
I just go to hug him.
Hello. You basically hug his calf and he reaches down and pats you.
Brother.
Oh,
Hello, where did you come from, little one? Did you get out of the nursery?
Budge is not a baby.
oh,
I
he's
apologize.
from outside.
Oh, that makes perfect sense. You're a Budge. I'm sorry.
Hello.
I just thought you were a little Mike.
He's Mike.
Well, I used to
I'm
know a
Mike.
magic Mike.
What kind of magic?
He used to shake himself and things would happen.
That's kind of sick.
He knew the create water spell.
I'm I'm a Mike. I'm Mike 3472, a massive independent kinetic entity.
Wow.
But
That's a
you're a
mouthful.
Budge.
Yeah, hello. I'm Budge. Nice to meet you. I'm V Budge, apparently.
Oh, you're the Budge.
Hello, yeah.
Really?
How you
You're
doing?
the you're the oh I don't know what to say. I would bow, but there's not enough room here, sir.
No, that's fine, man. We're cool.
Do you need do you need a boost? Do you need anything that I can fix for you?
Oh, actually, and Budge like reaches into his arm and pulls out Mark. He's like, "Any chance you know how to wake my boy up?"
Oh, of course, of course. This is does he have does he have the not to sound
I love this bumbling
callous,
robot.
not to sound callous, sir. Does he have the organic energy source, or does he have the spark?
Hey, Doc, can you come out here for a sec? Hey, Doc.
Doc pokes his head out.
Doc, what's
Who
his
played
name?
Dark? Wait, no, that's you, Clint. Yeah.
Yes, sweet.
What can I do for you?
Hey, buddy, how you doing?
Yeah, it could be better.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Well, I'll get old man to give you some of what he gave me. It's changed my whole day around.
I'm good.
Okay, no worries.
Well, I'm not, but anyway.
All right. Okay. Probably could have chosen a better person to come out here. Hey, Mike.
Yeah, you
this
probably
is
could have.
Mike.
Maybe
This
you
is
should have.
Dark. This is Mike.
Hello,
Hi, Mike.
Mr. Dark.
How
Um,
you doing?
Mike, can you ask Dark what you asked me? He's one of the smart ones.
One of the fuckers, is he? I'm sorry, Father Dark. I'm sorry. How can I serve you?
What do you need to know?
Does he need an organic power source or a spark or the spark?
Organic.
It might take me a little while to go and procure an eldritch specimen to power him, but
It's only Mark. I mean, you can probably change him, convert him to spark, I suppose.
Oh, do you
I
reckon
know
he'd
the
be okay with
difference.
that?
I could
put an Ethereum base in him if you have any specifications about what you would like his function to be.
He's just a good friend.
Oh,
Something a
I
bit
can
more
certainly
than
do
dog
that.
shop.
Would you like him to heal? Would you like him to be faster? Would you like him to empower those around him? Would you like him to work better on his own? Would you like him to be super smart? Would you like him to be like
You
super
know what?
agile?
We never seem to have enough healing. Let's get that going.
Would you like me to give him a paint job? Typically healers are blue.
What do you reckon, Doc?
No, he'd blend in too much. You want him bright white with a red cross on him.
Fortunately, the white demographic for automatons is usually better for independent recon and combat.
Let's just leave him as is for now.
If you just want,
and
if you want
we
him to
can-
if you kind of want him to be healing and helping, we usually paint him black.
let's just leave out the painting for now. And if Mark wants to get painted, Mark can get painted. But it's been almost a whole year since he's spoken.
Oh, okay, yeah, I can do
Yeah,
that.
it's been really good. It's been really quiet.
If you like, Father Dark, we can actually do a whole range that are compatible and work together as a team, and they all different colours. That way, covering all the bases.
No, whatever. It's up to Budge.
Let's
Yeah,
just
our
let's
our
just let's just
designations are yellow, red, black, blue, pink, green.
Sounds like gimmick infringement.
Occasionally gold, maybe white.
Yeah, let's just work on Mark for now, and I have some ideas I'll run by you.
If you leave him here, I can
Yeah,
put an Ethereum
yeah,
base in him,
perfect.
and of course, Your Holiness.
You're so good, Mike. So
Have
good.
you finished with me?
While you're standing,
Yeah, Doug, you can leave if you want. I'm sorry.
Hito,
Thanks.
while you're sitting there, Hito, just roll me a perception.
I'm sorry, Doug.
Oh, it's alright. It always happens.
Oh,
Also, Clint, can you roll me are you being particularly stealthy?
Hell no.
oh no.
Okay, fine. Good. Sweet. That makes it easier. Hito, you hear a noise rummaging around in the trash cans in the alleyway behind you.
Oh, not trash cans.
Up this way.
All right.
Kind of
Well,
around the corner here.
it's all pretty colors and like
Bright flashing lights like fluorescent neons.
Bright lights.
But standing there digging through a number of trash cans and cardboard boxes that seem to be growling and hissing appears to be someone around your height. Would you like to explain, Clint, what you look like?
You see a small figure with ratty clothes, and there are heaps of insects and flies buzzing around him. And as he pulls himself out, you see this grotty looking goblin who's about 3 foot tall with piercings and rings. Hey, how you doing there?
huh.
Did,
Yeah, I got you
did you want
confused.
some?
No, I'm good. Confused there. I thought I knew you for a second. You're not called Yoben, are you?
No, name's Grick.
Huh, Greek. Huh. And you live here?
Well, I'm sort of waiting for my friends to come back. They said, wait here. And they're not back yet.
Oh, they're
But I've been
dead.
helping out. Apparently they needed test subjects for the disease section or something.
Nice.
I've been helping out over there.
You will be useful.
Oh, I'm very. No one's ever said that to me before.
That's because you haven't met me before.
Ah, wow.
Glad to meet you. And he'll and reach his hand out and like,
Sorry.
And I'll just vomit black ooze on my hand and then just shake it and then shake your hand.
So you shake this disgusting pit off of your hands, and you contemplate the whatever this is, and you are Budge getting fawned over by these extremely large 20-foot tall robots. There's a couple of because the mic that you had been speaking to kind of indicated to a couple of other automatons, some more humanoid sized and daintier looking and whatnot, to come over, and they all kind of give you this same Budge, they kind of give you this same kind of strange gesture. They seem to go like this when they see you, and a bow. They keep calling you Your Holiness.
Hello.
But
Hello. Hello.
Hato, as you're shaking Grick's hand, you hear from the boxes behind him the sound of kittens meowing pitifully, woefully.
They're not yours, are they?
I was gonna eat them later.
Oh, good. I'm perfectly fine with that.
One of the boxes kind of gets up on little feet and crawls a little closer.
Deal with that, please.
Okay.
I'll pick up the box and shove it in my bag.
You pick up the box. The box seems to grow several heads, several arms, starts yowling and hissing. It sprouts several tails. And I won't get you to roll initiative because this is where we're going to end the session, because we finish earlier on game night now, so that everyone can finish up for the night. As you see this in Grick's hands.
Of course.
And with that, that's where we're going to end tonight's session. So thank you, everybody.
You guys are best friends. Imagine if I actually had brought in Galen as well.
It would have been the small crew.
Yeah. Galen
2
Copperpot.
wizards.
Oh,
Gnome wizard
wizard.
with the same kind of voice as Hito.
Yeah.
Just quickly as well, do we want to just quickly let our current players know what class both of your characters, Fenrir and Grick, are?
It's obvious.
You first, Scotty.
Oh, I'm Druid Circle of the Haze. It's my gotta light up, you know.
Grick's a swarm keeper ranger.
What is his specialization?
Who?
Grick.
What? He just loves bugs and flies.
Yep. No problem with Hito. I already killed a little child with insects.
So, on that note, thank you everybody for joining us. We will be back next week for more entertainment to see where this goes. But otherwise, drink plenty of water, get plenty of rest, look after yourselves, and we will see you all next time. Bye,
We're just
everybody.
innocent men.